Oh, shit. Really? Really? Hi, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Hello. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Typically I have the music playing in the background, but I've got the puppy, and the puppy was a handful today, but he's great. He's great. And so I just found out my kitchen mortician bit the big one. So we're gonna have to make it the old-fashioned way. So I was just this is an oldie, this Hamilton Beach food processor, and I don't know why it's not going to work, but it's not turning on. But you know what? They didn't have food processors back in the 40s and 50s, and they made wonderful cannoli. So we're going to do this. Never made cannolis before. However, what I did do, hey, I want to welcome everybody. You know what? Hey, let me say hello to everybody first. We got some wine here. Maybe I should have started by drinking the wine first. Um, Believe it or not, most of the cannoli recipes call for Marcella wine. So this is the first time I've ever bought this. How's everybody doing today? Hello, hello. Who do we have here? Lord Bobby and Gamer Wheels and Arthello. Hello there. Sarah, hi. Patsy, how are you doing? You're at Six Flags? Man, she gets around. For an old broad, man, you really get around. What are you doing there? Are you Ubering? Did you Uber somebody to Six Flags? With your grandson and great nephew at the moment. Yeah, she's the best aunt, grandma ever. Well, have fun. Have fun, Patsy. Yay! I am good, Gamer Wheels. How are you? Hello, Forever with Love. How is man? Everybody's streaming right now. I was just on there. Ms. is on, Simply's on, Maya's on. It's like, man, uh, I should have streamed yesterday. Nobody was on, and I was watching QT Cinderella. She was making a cake for Ludwig, and man, is she an artist or what? I'm a very basic country cook, man. She elevates it beyond. I mean, her cakes are just legendary. So, how is everybody here? How was my fourth? My fourth was quiet, which was good. We celebrated the day before, and that was good. How was your guys' fourth? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun. I was looking at recipes, and I like the filling of one recipe, but the cannoli recipe from another recipe. And the reason that I did that was because the cannoli cream, I read a whole bunch of recipes, and this one called for whipped cream first. Now, what doesn't whipped cream make better, right? Like everything. So I have the one with whipped cream and ricotta cheese and some vanilla, and it's really, really, really good. And Simdad is excited because cannolis are one of his favorite things. Yours was quiet too. You're in Canada, so for you it's the first. Oh, all right, toaster. Yahoo! I've also been very busy. Let me show you what I'm working on. I was working Rhoda pretty good. But anyways, we're gonna do two different recipes to see if we can come up with one sweet cannoli. Holy cannoli. I didn't realize I was on. I'm over there messing with that thing, going, what in the, why isn't it turning on? And then it's like, well, let me just check the electrical circuit because sometimes, we got the little button, maybe one got blown, but that wasn't the case. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So if you win today and you like any one of these, I've got some more D's Nuts hats. All right. So I started, remember, I bought 100 of these. Actually, they were $1, I think 19 a piece for 100 of these. And these are the hats that cost this much. You guys know me in bargains. You see that? Yeah. And so when I was setting up the machine for colors, I can do 10 colors. Um, I've got, it's kind of cool. I wanted his hat to be a darker brown than his body. And so I was just programming him in. And so I've got one with a light colored hat and a darker nut. And I got one with a lighter nut and a darker hat. So I got two D's Nuts hats. So these are up for grabs today, and these are really super nice hats. I'm also going to work on What do you guys think of like simply in one color? Just simply. Or do you like the multicolors? I haven't done any on this. But it's not really red, it's pink. I mean, it's not, I mean, I'm sorry. It's not really pink, it's red and white. You see that? But from a distance, the hat looks really pink. Okay. But I do have one. Uh, and Simply actually had this hat on. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want a hat that was on his head, he wore it during one of the streams. So I've got some hats. Also, was working on one color designs, just getting ahead of the holidays, having some fun. Isn't that pretty? So thank Christmas. If you win today, oh, my mother would love that, or my grandmother would love that, or I want that. So I did this neat little You like the D's nuts hats? Yeah, it's Gamer Wheels. Gamer Wheels was the one who Gamer Wheels is one of my is one of my VIPs. I think my first VIP, I believe, first or second. And if you guys were watching, it was a Wednesday, right, Gamer Wheels, when I said I made a brand new hat with a slogan that I don't say very often, but Mrs. said it, Simply said it, I have said it. Whoever gets it wins the first hat. And Gamer Wheels said D's nuts. And man, I don't know how you figured that out with just those clues. I thought I would have to go to then talking about, well, it's kind of a food, but it can grow on a tree to kind of give you more clues. But Gamer Wheels nailed it with just that. Yeah. You like the multi better? All right, I'll give it a go with the multi. I'm going to set up. So anyways, I did this. Isn't this cute? I've still got to cut some jump stitches on this, just a couple. And then I did this one. I wanted to do blue towels so they look like the sky. How cute is that? Remember, your mom, get it out of the way, right? And this is one of my favorite. I have made so many of these, and this one I absolutely have to cut the jump stitches. But I'm just having some fun up there. And this is this is one of my favorite Christmas towels to make. And for a bunch of you, it's probably one of your favorite things. I still have to cut the jump stitches. I just pulled these off today. How cute is that? Do you not love that? Felice Naughty Dog? Felice Naughty Dog. How cute is that? So I have some of these you could win, as well as aprons. I got some black aprons. Everybody's gifts are in the mail who got back to me. Everybody's gifts are in the mail. Yay. Yay. And I also have aprons, tote bags, streamer bibs, and I sent some out to Corgi. If you guys are watching, I did, God, I hope I took a picture. Corgi's crab design. And maybe she'll wear them on stream for you. The I have crabs. I had fun with that. Had a lot of fun with that. And a couple of you winners came up with a couple of ideas, and so I did do them, and they're in the mail. How about that? Yahoo! Yay! But anyways, let's I have my daisies on today. Maybe I shouldn't have. Yellow is one of my favorite colors, yellow and pink. But so let's get going with these cannolis because they take a while. And the one thing that I do not do a lot of, but I thought this was a great idea, is I do not do much deep fat frying. I don't know if my mother ever deep fat fried. There was Brenda, I almost said her last name, at school. Her mother, once a year, would bring in donuts. Oh, in grade school. So when you were in the same grade with this young woman, you knew you were in for a treat. But she made these huge glazed donuts, and she made them at home, and absolutely delicious. My mom never made donuts. My mom is a cookie baker and does about the best rolls and pies you're going to get anywhere. But deep fat fryer didn't appear. The only reason that there's two reasons I don't like to deep fat fry. One is calories, kind of, sort of. The other is the burns are unforgiving with oil. And so when you have to get oil that hot, to me it's scary. And when I had little kids, it's like I did not fry. Just what if I just turned, well, okay. So my second son, all right, and I told you guys this story. Our old house had the sink and the stove like this, only they were closer. They were closer. And I was at the stove, and my little guy was probably 3 or 4, and he was up on a stool, right up here. He was sitting on a stool, and so I would have been on the other side. Well, I don't know. He was close, but not close to the stove, closer to the sink. So I was making spaghetti for lunch. Simp Dad always came home for lunch, and I was making spaghetti. And so I took it, and it was an older house, and it had one of those exhaust fans that look, on the back that would spin around like a fan. You could see it. You know what I'm talking about? The old exhaust fans that were right above the stove. So I had a regular burner, the burner stoves, not the flat top like I have. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna take the macaroni, and I'm gonna go over here and strain it. As I set it in here, I hear a sizzle. I turn around, my son's the burner is still red hot. My son's hand is stuck to the burner. And it was like, and I quick went over, and it's like, oh my god, and I pulled ice out of the freezer, and I stuck his hand in ice, and and he's looking, he really wasn't like in a lot of pain yet, because I'm a former pediatric nurse, so I moved so fast. But then I started to cry, because it's like, oh my god, this kid's hand is going to be ruined. It's going to be ruined. And so at that time, Simp Dad had, did he have, he might have had a cell phone, but it was one of those monster ones. It was not, we had one phone in the house, and I do believe that he had a cell phone, but it was in the big bag thing. And on his way home, and I said, come home quick, we got to take the baby to the hospital. And he said, what happened? I said, his hand is burnt. His hand is burnt. And so I kept it submerged in this pot of ice all the way to the hospital. And um, when I got there, and they said, "Oh, this is bad. He's going to probably need skin grafts, and he's going to need debriding. You're going to have to bring him in to the doctors, every couple of days to debride it." And I said, "No one's debriding it but me. I'm not letting anybody touch this, my baby. I'm just not." And so I made him, because he didn't like having a band-aid on. I made him out of fabric. He loved dinosaurs. Um, it had ribbing on it, so it would stretch, but it would fit over his hand with dinosaurs. It was like a ball of fabric that I cut out, and I sewed it so it looked like a balloon. And I put his hand in that to keep the dressing clean. And he loved looking at the dinosaurs because he was so into dinosaurs. And so, anyways, I took him back to the doctor, and because I reacted so quickly, no, there is no scarring. I can't tell which hand it is. I would have to go back into the doctor's records to see which hand it is. When we got to the hospital, the swelling on his hand was up half an inch. So it's like he had another hand on his hand. His entire hand was swelled up. And um minutes. I just had seconds to get him an ice, and just after debriding it, no injury and no surgery and no scarring. But that was like a lesson to me that, he was in the kitchen. I had a hot stove, and when my kids were little, I did not deep fry. Because Simp Dad would go, well, what if we try this? And it's like, I'm not deep frying with little kids. I just I was the nurse at Children's Hospital, where we would see these people come in with grease burns on their face and things. And it's like, and the grease is very unforgiving. We lucked out with that burn, that there's no scar and no lasting injury. But some people aren't as lucky, or don't know what to do, or they panic, or they say, oh, wait, you've got to put butter on it or something. No, you've got to reverse it. You get it put as cold as you can quick. And that poor kid, I'm surprised I didn't give him frostbite, because I wouldn't let him take his hand out of that. We're driving him to the hospital. But anyways, remember, if you've got little kids in the house, just be mindful, be very mindful. And so that was, I think, the one and only burn. We had a little, my grandson was camping with my daughter and her husband, and he fell into the fire pit and burned his hands. But he's okay too. But just be careful. And so, anyways, I do have a deep fat fryer that we are going to use. We're going to utilize that, and I'm going to do this by hand. Darn it! Why won't this work? Hamilton Beach, come on. Maybe if I hit it, come on. And it's on right. Let me put it on another knob. It's an old one. It's an old one, just like me. No, it's not as old as me. Really? You got to cut out on the only day I need you? Okay, that's all right. Improvise, you guys. You know what? We don't sweat the small stuff on this channel, right? Right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the dough. What do you got? Any questions? Hey, Mom's Tango, how are you? How you doing? I was just telling a story about when my son got burned. Did you hear that? Oh, it's just and my son did not start crying until he saw me crying. Because I'm like, oh no, his hand's so burn. I didn't say that, but I'm just crying because I've seen bad burns. And he looks up at me, then he starts crying. It was so cute. All right. So what we're gonna do is, hello there, Hexapod. How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay. We are going to do this cannoli recipe, and this cannoli recipe is a classic Italian recipe. You get a perfectly crisp, flaky shell. All right, that's what we want. We want a crisp, flaky shell. And I'm going to move the oil over once. This has to rest for a little bit. I don't want to even turn that on until just before we need it. I just burns. I had one of my best friend, my nurse, one of my nurse buddies. We were actually went to school together. She worked in the burn unit, and that's one section of the hospital that I never worked in was a burn unit. I mean, I would float to intensive care, but usually by the time I got there, everything was bandaged. I did not know I did have to do some debriding. Yeah, in intensive care. So, but the burn unit, that's all they have, and they have to keep it warmer up there because of the burns, or not warm, yes, warmer. And so my girlfriend was saying it's so hot because I've got to wear gowns and an extra gown and cap and gloves. And she said it's so they probably get chilled because they're burned. They're burned. You're good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so let's begin this. Um, in a food presser, add the flour, salt, and sugar. No food presser. I'm the food presser. All right. I am going to do a plastic bowl because I'm going to have one of those flower things, and I don't like the way they sound in glass. When I worked at the hospice at night, we had a whisk, but the whisk was covered with rubber or plastic so that we wouldn't disturb anybody when we were mixed. You wouldn't hear the. It didn't work as good, but hey, any port in a storm, right? All right, let me see what we need for. We'll do this. This is going to turn out really good. You guys keep a good thought. Okay, we need a tablespoon, and we need a fourth of a tablespoon and a third of a cup. There. And I hope everybody is doing well. All right. I'm just out of sight. I'm out of sight. Man, QT Cinderella, man, she is something else. She is something else. Okay. 1/4. Half a tablespoon. I know. That's sugar. Okay. And a third of a cup. We can do this. And then next week I want to do some more technical baking. Now that I have that fun attachment. And let me see, I'm going to need, well, now I know what Sif Dad can buy me for Christmas is a new kitchen processor. They probably come a long way since that dinosaur. Oh, maybe I could find one at the Goodwill. You guys want to go thrift shopping with me? I love the Goodwill. Oh, yeah. All right, where's my here, dude. Love the Goodwill. Hello, Saving O. Good afternoon. Yes, everything is good except my food processor is broke. Why did you break? I love to tinker, like experiment, but I'm not going to do anything with that. But I mean, but when there's like we've got a this big wooden gate out there, and Simply it's like, oh, we got to glue this together. I said, no, 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 that's not going to work. We're going to need metal brackets, and we're gonna do that together. We're taking up woodworking. Dad and I are taking up woodworking once we get back to Arizona. They have an incredible shop, and I've always wanted to learn how to do woodworking and fly a helicopter. But flying a helicopter probably isn't going to happen. But the woodworking will. So maybe I can make you guys some fun wood stuff. Yes. Master in the kitchen. Oh, I love you. You're optimist. Hey, you know what? Nobody's going to die because my kitchen, my processor died. Okay, you don't sweat the small stuff, you guys. We have more. All right, let's just get the accurate measurements. All right. So flour. So we need a cup and 3/4 of flour. Cup and 3/4 of unbleached flour, and that's all I use is unbleached. You want to try this Marcella wine? Are you guys Marcella wine? I've never had Marcella wine in my life. Do you guys like Marcella wine? Okay, so we're going to do it. It doesn't say anything about sifting it, so we're not going to sift it. It just says scoop and level to measure. Okay, so 1 3/4. You know, I'm so glad that you guys thought of this because I've had cannoli shells. What do you think? Is that close enough? I've had these cannoli shells forever and I've never used them. So many of the recipes, oh, citron. So many of the recipes call for chocolate chips or pistachios, but Dad and I don't like that. So here's the cannoli shell that's it's going to be wrapped around. Then I'm going to put this in the deep fat fryer and hope that okay. I bet you I bought these 20 years ago. I'm so excited. Dad is too. He's out golfing. He's in the lead. Okay, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to measure over the sink. Man, you just don't want too much salt in anything. You ruin things. Too much salt. Okay, and sugar. How much sugar? Probably just a little bit of sugar. 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. I got a great big thing of sugar. Sugar. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oops, you don't need to go in there. All right. And get it all mixed up there. That's yeah, easier so you guys can see. Not like to see you now. Ooh, too much light. Yeah, that's better. There. Now I look 2 years younger. Yeah, yeah, I'll take it. Okay. Um, let's see. It says burst 10 times when you add butter. And I've got 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. You guys know I love that. Hello there. Thanks for your follow. Come on and sit your butt down. We're gonna give away prizes later. Yahoo! And I'm going to take up a collection to buy a new kitchen press. No, I am going to go to the Goodwill. I find so much good stuff at Goodwill. Okay, so I'm going to do 3, and then it says to cut it into little squares. I can do that. It was so good having Simply home. Oh my God, I had so much fun with him. He's such a good egg. Looks like he got his hair cut. He looks fabulous. He's such a good looking dude. Cynthia and I did pretty good. I should have gone to games done quick. If I found out after the fact that Shrek Dog was there, and I like Shrek Dog. I didn't know that I didn't know who was there. I just knew one person that was going to be there. I made 50 hats, and I should have, but after Simply wasn't going to go, I decided, well, maybe I should have went. I regret not going. Okay, I'm cutting it. Oh, look how cute. Cutting it in squares. Okay, so mix this until there aren't clumps of butter. All right, I can do that. Oh, well, they're so cute. I do good clumping with the butter. Those were nice clumps. I could be the clump queen. I am going to be the clump queen. Hello there. Who do we got there? Mugger Betty. Mugger Betty? Hello there. You're from the UK. Oh, savings. Well, if you get to Minnesota, I will give you some fresh food. Hope cannolis come all right. And glad that you enjoyed the dogs. Oh, he was fabulous. He was fabulous. And I should have went. I said to him afterwards, I saw him on stream and I was talking to him and I said, I have 50 hats. Now, they're not the really good hats. They're kind of cheap hats, but I mean, a Simply hat's a Simply hat. But when you guys win a hat, you get a much better quality hat. But so I'll save him for next year. Wouldn't that have been something if Simply would have gotten the world record? Simp Dad and I watched the whole thing. He put it up on the big screen, and it was that was great. He was on world record pace for a long time. Wouldn't that have been something if he would have got that on Games Done Quick? That would have been something. And I got some butter caught in my grater, so I'm going to this. So last night, stupid me, I didn't tell Simp Dad, so don't you tell him. I had some organic peanut butter cookies that I bought from the store. There's like a nice little organic place around here, and it had the peanut butter filling is what I like. So it's like an Oreo cookie with the peanut butter filling. So I took off the top, and Nella's looking at me, and so I went, well, I have to have the filling. She's not going to know that there's filling. All right. She's just a dog. Right. But she knows I'm eating something good and she's looking at me. So well, I'll give her the top. And then the little guy comes up running. Teddy comes up running and he's looking at me and I'm like, all right. So I take the top of the cookie and I break it in two and I give some to Nella and some to Teddy. And then about a half an hour later, I was like, what about another half a cookie with the filling on it? So again, I was accosted by my hounds, and I should know better than to give a puppy sugar. I should know better. I do know better. But when you got those little eyes like, oh, please, 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 could I have some? It's like, who can say no, right? I'll show you Teddy in a little bit. He's so gosh darn cute. Okay. So this is probably the equivalent to 10 verse, wouldn't you say? So last night, the puppy was restless. And so I decided that I would take him. He's done really good potty training. Really, really, really. Like he's almost 100% there, right? And so he was a little restless, and I went, "Oh, I better run him down," because usually he'll sleep all night and not move. And so I said, "Come on, Teddy, let's go." And just as I went to get to the door to walk out of our bedroom, I stepped in a pile of mushy poop, and I let out such a shriek because I'm thinking I'm not going to wake Simp Dad up. I'm just going to quietly bring the puppy down, take him outside, then bring him back up. And like, oh my God, because it's like, I can't move. I'm stepped in a pile of poop. I can't move. I need Simp Dad to go get me some Clorox wipes because I'm standing in a pile of shit, right? Well, I let out such a shriek that Simp Dad, of course, of course, everybody loves to be awakened with shrieks. I mean, that's like, isn't that your favorite thing? Because you don't know what's happening yet. And then I said, hey, poopty pooped here. And so Simp Dad got up And then and then handed me the wipes. He's not really good about cleaning up any of this stuff. He's just he can't. He's got a very weak stomach. And then he says, "Do you want me to clean that up and you take the dog down?" And I said, "No." I said, "I'm standing in poop. I got to wipe my feet." And then I said, "But if you take the dog down," he said, "Sure, I'll take the dog down." Poor Teddy, when he came up. Now, we never yell at him. You're not supposed to punish your dogs when they do that. You just kind of, no. I mean, we're not abusive in any way, shape, or form, and never have been, never will be. And we're even more sensitive to the fact he's just a little guy, right? And so when he came up from outside, he had his head down. Like he was so ashamed, and I felt so bad. I think I spent an hour just rubbing his belly in bed, holding him. It's like, Teddy, it's okay. It's okay. You know, I stepped in shit before, and I'll probably step in it again. It's okay. But anyways, poor little guy. Oh my God, but the thing is that he got it. That he made a mistake, and that's huge. That's the biggest thing, is that he understood what he did was wrong, but it was close to the door and he can't get out because we put a piece of cardboard there because we don't want him running through the house because he's into chewing everything, and so we don't want him to chew anything electrical or anything. So he got to where he couldn't get out any further. Now during the day we keep the door open with the screen, like they can go in and out, and zero accidents. But oh, that little precious face. Hello there, Connor. How you doing? Looks delicious. Just wait. Just wait. Unearthly, how you doing? Okay. So that says add in the a whole egg. Okay. So I need whole egg. Hello there. Who do I have? Koala Bear. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Did you get your hat that says Thunderous Thighs on it? Thank you so very much. Hey. Yes, I am doing cannolis without a kitchen mortician. Okay. Let me do it. So let me just see this. Transfer to an oil bowl. All right. Let rest. Okay. So Marcella wine. Add in the wine and a whole egg. I think I should mix up the egg a little bit before I put it in because I can't pulse. So we're gonna mix up the egg. Whoa, Nudies, how you doing? Hello, my friend. Making cannolis. Making cannolis. I thought this would go a lot faster, but I got two speeds, slow and slower. That's the way it goes. But because I don't have a processor, I am going to give the egg a little help here. Uh, okay, I think that's like a kitchen mortician. Okay, I had a girlfriend that was a mortician. Um, we worked together, and she loved my cakes, and she said we should have our own show. This is what way before streaming, where like a radio show called Cake and Coffin. Would you like a coffin cake? No, but she would tell me. And there's a cute story. A bunch of you have heard this. Many of you haven't. I worked in a group home with handicapped, violent, retarded adult, mentally challenged adults. Can't use retarded adults. And so one of them had to go to a funeral, and they were high functioning, and came out, and I was there, and he had his tie, holding a tie, and he says, "I need the tie," and it's like, I only know how to put the clip-on ones on. The ones that are already tied. You just kind of put them on. I know how to do those. And I said, "Bunny, do you know how to tie a tie?" She goes, "Oh yeah." She's a mortician, right? So she goes, "Come on." She brings him in the living room. She goes, "Lay down on the couch," because she could only tie on people that were already dead. And this guy's looking at us like, what's going on here? He's laying down, and she had that done so quick. But that's the only way she tied him was, and gotta love it, right? She was a wonderful, wonderful person. As a matter of fact, when her mom passed, she embalmed her. I mean, she did the whole thing. And it's like, I said, "How could you do that?" She goes, "It was the last thing I could do for my mom." It's like, okay, third wine. You know what? I gotta taste this. A third for me and a third for you. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Yeah, that would be my first choice. All right, and put the egg in. Then we're gonna mix it up. Okay, so then we've got to bring it to a soft, soggy mass. And you have no pulse. Okay, here we go. Let's put the egg in. Who knew that there was wine in cannolis? Did any of you guys know this? Nudies, did you know that there was wine in cannolis? And then we got to let this rest. Interesting. And pulsing. You did get your hat. Good for you. We aim to please. Oh, I can't wait. Cynthia is so excited for cannolis. You know where I got my best cannoli? I'm half Italian, well, Northern Italian, and half kind of Scandinavian. Um, it was kind of weird. My mother fell in love with my dad, and my dad was very dark complected, and my mom was blonde hair and blue eyes. And back then, my grandparents, who were they wouldn't go to the wedding because he was Italian. How about that? Isn't that awful? I mean, and they grew to love him. They absolutely grew to love him. But I mean, just because, how weird is that? My mom is beautiful. She could have been a movie star. She was that good looking. She was. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, I think this feels ooh, I can feel the wine already. Ooh, you shouldn't need more. You can add more wine. I don't know that we need to add more wine. I'm just gonna mix it up a little better. Wow, I can feel the alcohol from that wine. How much? What is that? Ooh, Cynthia might get lucky tonight. No, I'm just. This is not such a good. All right, so now what it wants me to do is transfer to an oil shape and transfer to an oiled bowl. Cover it room temperature and let it rest. Okay. Oil bowl. A bowl full of oil. I just happen to have oil that I just bought. So we'll oil the bowl. We'll do just what it says to do. I cannot believe that I can feel that wine. It's like, how much alcohol is in it? 17% by volume. Is that a lot? Okay, I'm oiling the bowl. Whew. All right, shape. I can shape. And I can see where the Marcella adds, it's darker. It's darker. And let's put you in a nice mound. Okay. And then we're gonna let you rest. Take a rest. Right? Does it want me to cover it too? Cover to 30 minutes. All right. You good there? Okay. All right. I'm going to cover you with, and then what I'm going to do is start to heat up the oil. Yeah. Okay, rest. Are you resting? Would you like me to sing you a lullaby or something while you rest? Do you want a little hug? Rest, sweet doe, turn out to be cannolis. Please rest, sweet doe. You're gonna have a delicious filling. Now rest. What am I doing? Okay, it's the wine. It's the one. Hello there, Parsif. I'm just yeah. Hello there, Gaines. How you doing? And Earthly, hi. I am making cannolis. My kitchen mortician has died, which is my kitchen processor, so I'm doing it by hand. And right now we're in the rusting stage. Let me get a half an hour on here. It doesn't need to rust any more than that. Let's do it. Oh, let's do it here. Time. Okay. Timer set. There we go. Right, now we can chat. The cannoli filling is delicious. Heavy cream, ricotta cheese, vanilla, and sugar. I don't know about this. This is pretty darn strong. Although I'm a cheap date. I'm a cheap drunk. Doesn't take me long. But I want to welcome everybody to Simpmom's Bitch Hosting Show. Shiny Objects, where I sing to dough. Don't you know? I used to DJ karaoke. And one of the games that we would play is that we would change words on songs. And so you might be singing to a cow or something, and you'd get points for creativity. It was just a lot of fun. Hey, Mom's Tango. Yeah, shiny objects. You got that right. Driving home, Lord Bobby will drive careful. And Lord Bobby is one of our Motherload streamers. To check them out. We got a few Motherload streamers in here. I hope everybody is doing fabulous. Yahooey. So Saturday's going to be story time. You want to win? Send in a story. What is going to be the topic? We'll talk about the best night of your life. Was it the best meal you ever had? And what was it? And why was it so good? Was it a date where you fell in love? What was the best fun night? It could have been memorable. Maybe, and let me give you a story. I'll tell you a quick story. We went out with a couple, one of our favorite couples, and we went to a rather fancy restaurant. Some dad and I and another couple, and I had on a dress. It was oh, it was yellow. It was so pretty. It was two pieces, kind of sheerish a little bit, and a full skirt, but very very pretty. And so a couple of the people at our table had gotten prime rib. And so the man's coming over with the au jus, and he's like, "It's so hot, it's so hot." And he's like, he's got like mitts on, and he's got it like a cloth, and he's pouring. He says, "It is so hot, it is so hot." And he's pouring it on a couple of it was probably Simpdad. Simpdad loves a good prime rib, right? And of course, I don't eat meat. Haven't eaten meat in what, 54 years. 54 years I haven't had meat. So I would have had haddock or seafood or scallops or something like that. And all of a sudden, something hits my back and it's burning. And it's like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And then the man goes, "Oh, it's the juice." And I'm like, "It's not juice, it's hot." And it was the au jus. He tripped, fell, it hit and just splashed and hit the whole backside of me. And so I went into the ladies' room with the other woman that we were with, and I had burn marks, dotting my back. And do you think that they comped our meal? It's kind of funny with Simp Dad. Simp Dad had a few, and it's like, we got extreme apologies, but I mean they didn't pay for the dry cleaning or anything. And it's a good thing we didn't have any other plans other than just dinner, because my dress was soaked with au jus and my back was burnt. And they didn't, I mean, it wasn't burnt badly. It was just first degree burns. It didn't blister or anything. But I mean, I had red, welts, kind of, not welts, but it was burned, and it stayed there for a couple hours. But yeah. And Cynthia had said, if I wasn't drinking, I probably would have asked him to comp the meal. But you have to go to sleep now, Fobo? Well, you get some rest. Yeah, I know. I know, Mom's Tango. If that happened in my restaurant, I would have comped the entire table, plus given them a coupon to come back and enjoy another meal where you wouldn't get burned. But it's kind of funny. They're such a good restaurant that they didn't need to do that, because I mean they serve like the best prime rib in the area. So But that was uh, a memorable night. So, did you have anything that happened to you when you went out to eat, or did you just have the best meal ever? And let me tell you where I had the best meal of my life. The very best meals that I've ever had in my life were at the Sundance Resort, Robert Redford Sundance Resort in Utah. Hands down, the best food by a landslide that I've ever had in my life. Fruit, right down to the fruit that feels like it was. I remember biting into the raspberry, going, this is a raspberry. I mean, just perfectly ripe and just so full of flavor. And their bread was like a multi-grain bread. And we just second to none. Robert Redford Sundance Resort, the food there, second to none. It's funny how you remember. And what about the worst meal? Even that, if you have, do you have a story about the worst meal that you've ever had that you had to pay for? So send your stories in about, a night out, did you get engaged over something? I mean, anything that like those two, when somebody asks about memorable dining, those two pop right up for me. When I got my back burnt and when I got at Robert Redford Sundance, and I probably had the scale ups there, I think. I would, I'm thinking it was scale ups or it would have been rainbow trout, something kind of native to the fly fishing that goes on around there, right? But absolutely, and I got to sit in his chair. He has a chair at the bar that when he comes, he always sits in. So I got to sit in it. So I sat in a chair that Robert Redford sat in. How about that? Yeah, Clint Eastwood. But I love Robert Redford. He's one of my favorites growing up, and a darn nice person. All right. So that while this is resting, I think let me turn on the oil. Mm. And I'm going to move it over here. I don't like to do the oil where anything could fall out by accident. I just am so cautious. Well, who do we have coming in? Hello there. Coop, how you doing? Ready to be with a party of eight? Hey, you guys move over. We got some new folks. Come on and sit down. We're making cannolis the old-fashioned way. So sit your butts down. Coops, how was your stream? Did you do good? Did you have fun? What did you stream today? What did you stream, Coops? Yes, come on in. Sit your butt down. Yes, we're just going to give away a gift. This has got like a safety feature that I love. You guys, this has got like, if this comes off, it's like magnet. This is the only appliance that I have that's got like a magnet. So I'm going to push it in far enough, and I'm going to make sure the cord's high enough that the puppy could not jump up. And I'm going to put it on 350. And then I've got another egg here that we've got to seal the cannolis. Well, this should be fun. Cannolis, yes. Miguel, yes. I look radiant today. Oh, I'll give you $1. What's your address? I'll send you $1. Hope yours is good. You did games and fun trolley problems. I tried to get Simply to spend some time with me to teach me Mario because, if I made him, which I did, I was there when it happened both times. When I made him and when he came out, I was there. Um, so I gotta have some skill somewhere, right? Come on, come on. So what I'm going to do when I roll out pies or actually I don't roll out pies anymore. You guys saw my press pastry. I like to use a paper bag. And so I grabbed a couple of new ones when I was at Cup Foods today so that I could roll them out here. I don't want to get you, man, this oil's already making me paranoid. You just stay right there, oil. Stay there. And then I have with the cannolis, I have where we're going to rest once they come out of the deep fryer. I've got a grill thing here and a paper towel so they can drain. Actually, we want to get rid of the grease right away, and I can't wait. Cynthia was so excited. Although Doesn't take much to get him excited. That's what I like about him. He's easy. He's an easy man. And I'm going to tape this down so it doesn't go anywhere. I got this good tape. When I, as a nurse, when I did dressings, I always made wings. And what wings are you take this and you fold it over so that this part never sticks to the skin. And then when you lift them up, you're not digging the skin. So I always was a wing woman. And I'm going to tape this down good because I don't want this sliding anywhere. And like I told you, so many of the cannoli recipes wanted pistachios and chocolate chips, and we're not. So Dad and I don't like either one of those in our cannolis. We want to taste the goodness of the cannoli, the good cannoli. You've never seen them made before? Me either. It's a first. I was asking for suggestions on my last stream, and someone said make cannolis, and I bought these coops. I bought these years ago. These are cannoli tin things. So I've never made them before either. So let's see. You guys were on this exciting journey with me, and I'm going to tape this down really good because I don't want this going flying. No flying. I'm going to put a wing on this one, so when I pick it up, it'll come out nice and easy. And I've already made, I'll show you the filling. The filling has to chill for 2 hours, so I made that ahead of time because that's pretty kind of boring. And I'll show you that. Actually, you and I can have a little taste to see if it's chilled out. I'm going to put it in a pastry bag to fill them once we okay. Mm. Oh, that's well, you know, you never really know until you get a second taste how it's going to be. It's got heavy cream, ricotta cheese, whole milk ricotta cheese that's been strained. I put my spaghetti strainer and I put some paper towels in it, then threw the ricotta cheese in it and let it strain for a couple hours. Get a lot of moisture up. Man, that's good. That is really good. It's heating up. All right. What do we got out here? 17 minutes. We got 17 minutes, so let's chat. And let's give away a gift. Hey, I found my bitch slapper. Welcome. Welcome, all the new follows. How you doing? How's everybody doing today? All right, let me get a chair. And so I welcome any ideas that you have for new gifts. I am wanting, I've got 100 pink hats. Well, they're red hats, but they look pink. And so wanting to see what you guys, what can I put on those hats? I have the D's nuts. You guys saw these? Because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I thought it would be just cute. Have two happy nuts. Everybody likes a pair of happy nuts, right? And I have a hat that this hat that Simply wore on stream. Actually, I sent him a package. He left something. He left a razor here, and I couldn't find the razor, but I sent him for his house. They all get D's nuts hats. Emmy gets a pink one, then all the other guys get a black one. I put their name on the back. So if you see them wearing their D, if Russell or Slick or Mizzy or Simply, they all have a D's nuts hats with their name on the back. I thought that was fun. I thought that was fun. You would just eat that, Loser Pro? It's delicious. But you know what? It's rich. So I think you could probably just eat a bowl and a half. Not the whole thing. I mean, a little bowl. You need that hat. Mom, yes, that you need that to go. You've got I was just thinking today about you, Mom. Mom, you got the bows. I sent out two people. I sent out, was it 30 bows or 20 bows? I forget. You won the bows. I like to wear bows. I like to wear jewelry. I like to wear makeup and a lot of it. And um, 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 strawberry rhubarb. 4.5. Mm-mm-mm. I keep track of my streams. Chocolate cupcakes on the 22nd. Well, well. Okay, so it's 7-6. Let me put you over here. I'm gonna skip the page. 7-6, and today we're doing cannolis. Cannolis, I'm nervous about deep frying, but I got you guys here to help me. It's making funny noise. Okay, cannolis. All right, and we're gonna give away a couple gifts. And hey Biscuit, how you doing? 20 bows. Okay. Biscuit, we're making cannolis. Holy cannoli. And this first recipe I got for the actual cannoli shell was from Cooking Classy. And that is a website that I got it. And the cream one, where did I get the cream one? Was from Food Folks and Fun. She said that she loved cannolis and that she was trying all kinds of recipes until she found the one that she liked. And by adding whipped cream, although, like I say, when you add whipped cream to anything, right? Isn't it delish? Delicious. Okay, let's give away a gift. What should we do? What should we do to give away the gift? Should we bring up the magic ball? Should we do a simply question? Should we do a simp mom question? What should we do? And what can you win? Okay. You could win a Simply hat. You could win a D's Nuts hat. I mean, who doesn't need a D's Nuts hat? Everybody needs one. They're just so cute. And you get your choice. Like I said, I mixed up the colors. This is kind of a dark nut, and this is kind of a light nut. Because they're shades of brown. They look like they got little hats on. It's like a shell. And this is kind of a golden nut. Ooh. Yeah, I mix it. I got so many colors that I just like to mix things up. Okay. So what should we do? What should we do? Biscuit, what should we do? Mr. Biscuit. Uh, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm the one saying, you got to come up with the answer. What should we do? It's up to me, Koala Bear. Koala Bear, are you going to wear that hat? That Thunderous Thighs hat? That's funny. Can you make one brown and one white nut hat? Yes, I can do any. Yes. Yes, I could. That's a great idea. Mom, why didn't you think of that before? That's a great idea. What do you guys think? So instead of, we'll have one nut of each color. You could do that. You like my bow? Hi, Vulgar. This is, I wanted something yellow. Bright. Yes, I like that. That's a good idea. You plan on wearing it to a Steelers game? All right. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm wondering if the folks that say I don't see anybody in here that I sent some custom stuff across the pond to Sweden. Yes, Sweden. Oh yeah, the Swedish. And I don't see them here today. Had a lot of fun. Oh, Hitchens, there you are. Hitchens, did you get your gifts? Specialized hardware for the fried treats, like when we make rosettes. I've never made those. Miz shouted me out. What did he say? Did he say I'm the most attractive older woman he's ever seen? Did he say that my cooking is second to none? did he say that I remind him of like a goddess? I, or did he say, oh, she's just an old woman that comes here and wants to boss everybody around? He said, best mom on Twitch? Really? Wait, you and Koala are from the same neighborhood? Small world. I don't believe it. Carson, really? You said that? I love Missy. I love Missy. I I they need to invite me to come back because I showed up once uninvited, but they need to invite me back. I would feel more, I'm hoping that maybe OTK's wants dessert night or something. That's mom on Twitch. Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How many moms are there on Twitch? I know Small Aunt Mom. She's very sweet. She's like Beaver Cleaver's mother. Leave It to Beaver. Do you guys remember Leave It to Beaver? I mean, Small Aunt Mom is so sweet and so pure and so nice. Whereas I have a little bit of an edge because I'll talk about penises. Sorry. Not yet. Custom has been slow. Okay, Hitchens. Yeah, but it's too bad that you were across the pond because then I could have put more stuff in, but postage gets so high with weight. So there's not a lot in there, but I hope you like what's in there. But she's all right, so let's give away a gift. Let's do what do you think? Should we just do marbles? Should we just do marbles, guys? So really, Ms. was talking, Ms. I love Mizzy. If if I was 40 pounds, no, not 40 pounds. If I was 30 pounds lighter and 40 years younger, I'd be all over him like white on rice. Because he's my type of guy. Because he's cute and he's funny and he's thoughtful. I mean, he's someone that if I was a younger woman that would, and he's got curly dark hair and those eyes that go on forever and ever and ever. The only thing that Simp Dad did not have was my mom has like blue eyes like the ocean, and my dad had dark eyes. Well, no, they were like about my shade, like a light brown, not too dark of a brown, but a light brown. And so I knew that if you know when you'd have to take genealogy and you have the Punnett squares, and so if Simp Dad had had blue eyes, 50% of our babies would have had blue eyes. And so and Mrs. eyes are almost hypnotic. They're so beautiful because before I met him, I was looking to draw him to put him on some on an apron. I sent that I said a couple of things where I've drawn his face or I found it on the internet and kind of turned it into stitches, and I kept seeing his eyes that they were exaggerated blue, that his eyes were just so prominent when people did drawings, and it's like why why is that until I went down there and then saw those eyes that are they're almost hypnotic. They're so beautiful. I mean, probably the prettiest eyes that I've ever seen on a human. Mizzy has. So the fruit of his loin is going to be pretty darn pretty. Hello there, Vulgar. How are you? I'm an angel on earth. Yeah, but sometimes I get those horns. Except that that's the one thing Sip Dan and I is I think the reason that we're compatible is that we can both be a little naughty in a good way. But I mean that we're playful. And I remember my sister's Patty's husband years ago, and he was saying that if you get one of us, and I have two sisters, that we have the soul of a child. And he said that was one of the things that he found most appealing about Patty, is that we have a grown woman, but can be that. But the way he said it sounded better. It makes me when the way I say it makes me sound like I'm an idiot, a little toddler, ride the bike and tip over. No, the way he said it was just like, oh, wow, really? Because I guess because we're playful, we're playful, I guess. right? Right? You're doing pretty okay right now? Are you really? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. I'm a misgift sip. You got that right, Quartz. Warts. Quartz. Quartz. You know, the thing about crafting is when I'm up crafting or, working on designs, I'm thinking of nothing else. It's like just a clean slate of, okay, now what if I turned it and made this, added this design or this color or added some more stitches or took away stitches. It's just it's my own zone. And I remember I was up there and Cynthia goes, "You were up there all day?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Because I got thinking about some things to do." And so I was doing some digitizing and playing around. And someone that won last week wanted Grill Daddy. And oh, I didn't take a picture of it. And so I was able to manipulate the design. And I went, oh, I like it. I like it. I should have taken a picture. I should have taken a picture. Craft knife duty for Bulgaro. It escaped to the kitchen. Craft knife duty. Mmm. Mmm. What does that mean? All right, let's give away. I've got a shelf, sanded and painted, and I need more stuff for my walls. Oh, cool. Cool. Dad wants to make pens, wooden pens when we go down there, and I want to make a birdhouse to learn to work with wood. I want to learn how to miter edges, and I just think that would be fun, very fun. And so let's see what we got. Let's give away a gift. All right. Let's go to the people. Okay, if you've only won one gift or less, if you haven't won or you've only won one gift, let's do you first, okay? You haven't won or you've only gotten one gift. Let's do you first. And then we'll open it up to everybody. So I'm going to bring up the ball because I have no imagination. And I'm going to put the ball right in my face, which is not always a bad thing. Just kidding. Just kidding. There. You gotta laugh, you guys. You guys understand you cannot be under stress and laugh at the same moment. So choose laughter whenever you can. Okay, it's gonna make you're gonna be healthier when you laugh. It just is. And Simp Dad is funny. I can get him. He can be. When we did conferences with this company, he's this big man up there and he's giving speeches to these thousands of people, but I can reduce him to a bumbling idiot not an idiot, but I mean, I could reduce him. I could make him laugh so hard. This distinguished man. Very good. Okay, so if you've won one gift or no gifts, there you go. Koala Bear's got it! Exclamation point. The number 8. The word enter. If you've won one gift or no gifts first, okay. Exclamation point. The number 8. The word enter, and then push enter. Come on, lurkers. Yeah, Coops. There you go. Get your gang in there. Get your gang in. It doesn't matter that you're not a sub, as long as you follow me. All right, follow me, follow me. Let's do it. Come on, lurkers. I know you're out there. I can see you. I see you. I have special powers. I can see you. Come on. There we go. Come on. One gift or less. Do you know we've had people actually someone in our stream has won 10 gifts. We're up to almost 700 gifts. What are we up to? I don't have my Excel open. I think we're at 783. 683. 683 gifts given around the world. Yeah. Let's go. Lurkers, come on. Yes, I can see you in those thunderous thighs. Come out, lurkers. Come out, wherever you are. Let's see who's going to win. You could get a Simply hat. You get an apron. You got your girlfriend or your boyfriend's birthday coming up and you don't know what to get them. Well, I can help you out there. What about your mother, dear old mom? Everybody's got a dear. If you don't have a dear old mom, what about a dear old aunt? What about granny? That's it. All right, let's see who wins then. You're self-conscious about my thighs. I'm self-conscious about, you know what? You could get the most perfect model that we'd look at her and she's perfect. And she go, well, I don't like the way this does. And we're always a little unhappy with what we got. You know, wait, wouldn't that be nice if you had a do-over? You know, once you got your head on straight, you could say, you get the magazine, say, okay, I want these thighs, I want these calves, I want these hips, I want these boobs, and you just press a button, and all of a sudden, ta-da! There was a Twilight Zone. Was it Twilight Zone or Alfred Hitchcock? One of them that was that you could go into a machine and come out looking like however you wanted to look. But you know what? It makes us all unique, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see who's going to win tonight. Here we go. Cross your fingers, nose, toes, and eyes. Can't predict now. Oh, hold on. I'm bad. I got to put it in. All right, I hear you. Let me do it again. You guys, jump in again. Jump in again. I did not put it in competition mode. Then we're going to play with some dough. Dough, dough, dough. Okay, timer off. Chime in again, everybody. Exclamation point. The number 8, the word enter, then push enter. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, here we go. Coop, you won. Coop, coop, coop. You won. So what I want you to do is if you know what you want, yes. Oh my God. How about that? You won. Undeserved. Come on, loser pro. Everybody will win. Do you know how many Saturday nights that I was on and everyone had won a gift that was there? There was no one there that hadn't won a gift. So you just stick around, you win. You win. Okay, so PX with an underscore R. You'd love an apron. Yeah, I'd love to make you one. I have some beautiful black aprons I just got, and I might have another color, but black makes for a wonderful slate. So if you can think of what you'd want on it, put your email. Whisper me your email up in the corner, and on your Twitch, up in Twitch, and I'll reach out to you and we'll get it going. I love to design special stuff for special people. I got tons of designs, and let's that. Are you rested? Did you rest, sweet dough? All right, so now I have to roll it out. Let's see what we got here. Okay, using a 3 to 4 inch cutter, cut the dough into rounds. Heat a pot, that's already done. Working with half the dough at a time, keeping the other half covered. Well, we want nearly an 1/18 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch. Oh, let me get rid of the ball. Hold on. Hold on. Congratulations, Coop. Congratulations. I'll make you something special. It's going to be so special. You're going to love it. Special. Okay. Let me get some more gloves on. Gloves. I got to go buy some more gloves. Let's do this thing. So I do believe that I will be using my little paintbrush, my food brush. My little tickler. Not really. Man, I can't get out of the gutter today. Although I have always been comfortable in the gutter. Whoa! Hey, Coops! Whoa! Thank you so very much, and welcome to Simpmom's Bitch Slapping Club. Only one on Twitch. Welcome. Wow! Thank you so very much. Because of everyone's generosity, the subs and that, I can pay for the postage to go for the gifts to go around the world. Yahoo! All right, so let's get some gloves on. Right. So you guys, I was reading an article about vitamin D3. And I take D3, but boy, that's one of the vitamins that you can overdose on pretty easily. So no, when you're doing supplements, do your research, okay? I don't want anybody sick. All right, so how much? So this is just the egg white with egg whites. Okay, I've got to separate the egg. I can do this. And then I'll cook up the egg for the hounds. How's that? There you go. So this is going to act as like glue. Okay. Let's get some flour and let's roll it out and see what we got going on here. I'll aim it down so you guys can watch it. We're going to be working with half the dough. We're going to make circles. Ooh, I'm getting nervous. Okay. No, I'm not getting nervous. Let me aim this down. I'll move it back a bit. There. Okay. So I need large tongs. Large tongs. Large tongs. But I want careful tongs. These are, where's my grill basket? Okay. All right. I can see that the oil is hot. I can feel the heat radiating. So let's roll out half the dough. And then what we're going to do is make rounds. And how many? 1 to 2 minutes. Watch the oil so it doesn't get too hot. I'll just take out 6 of them. All right. Let's see what we got. Coops, do you like to cook or bake? I love using a paper bag because then when you're done, you're not like scraping it off your counter. So I'm going to roll out half of this. Ooh, it does feel rested. Did you get some rest? My sweet little dough. Get back in there. I can smell the wine. How does this not taste like wine? Okay. All right, here we go. 1/16 of an inch, huh? That's pretty darn thin. Did 16 of these make an inch? I think so. All right. Let's see what we got. Right to the edge. We don't waste. Little scooper. I think this still feels a little thick, but I've never made these before, so let's see what we got. So we're going to put them on here. Put this up. Glue. Okay, you guys ready? So I can get you guys over to watch. Um, so like it says a minute or two. We want it to get nice and brown and stay on the tube. That's got to be tricky, taking that tube out with that grease and not get burnt. Guys, keep your fingers crossed. Hello there. How are you? We are frying cannolis. And I'm going to see how this one comes out before I roll another one, because maybe they need to be a little bit thinner. Hey, Billy, yay, how you doing? Hey, MK, how you doing? And I am going to put that on here. I want to see how it puffs out, because maybe I need to make it a little bit thinner. And it's kind of looking, looks like it's done. Let me see, what do I want to use? Oh yes, it looks like it's done. So it says to lift it out and drain the oil. I think that's too thick. I'm going to roll it down a little thinner. You just rest right there. Don't go anywhere. Wow, that popped up pretty good. Let's make it a little thinner. Here, you go back over where you belong. You can behave yourself. Don't do anything. Okay. All right, let's roll this a little thinner. And you know what? I do have biscuit cutters. I wonder if this would be the same as this. Oh, yeah, this will be even better. All right, let's roll you a little thinner. Whoa! Who do we have? Hey, thank you so very much and welcome. One, have you been here? Simpmom Spin Slapping Club, where I'm going to roll this cannoli even thinner. Okay, that's even thinner. Oh yeah, I think we're onto it now, you guys. I think this is it. See how much thinner this is? And so what I'm going to do is wrap it around the cannoli wrap holder, the cannoli holder, and put on a little bit of glue, which is my egg white. So I glue it together. You're going to stay. Okay. In the oil. Let's do another one. I think that's good. Well, I'd like to go back and see Mizzy again. Maybe he'll invite me back to do something fun. It would be fun. I love cooking for him. It's funny. Mizzy, what do you want for breakfast? How do you want your eggs? Scrambled or over easy? Both. Okay. I stick another one in. Hey, we're cooking here. I don't want to put too many in because I do know that when you're frying, I don't want it to lower the temperature of the oil. So I don't want to put too many things in. I'm on a roll. Yes, late bloomer. I am. A Kaiser roll. Whoops. Oh, I broke it. Nah, I spoke too soon, Kaiser. I spoke too soon, late bloomer. We're going to make it work, though. You guys just stick together. Oh, he's wounded. Please, please, don't fall. My little Sheba. Here, you guys watch. Cool, isn't it? Let's do another. Ooh, there's just enough in the center here. Let's put one more in there. Yeah, my Italian side of the family, my grandparents were from northern Italy. My grandmother never used garlic, ever. Isn't that funny? All right, let's get you all getting along in there? One rolled off the roller. I've got a cannoli on the loose. And cannoli list. Uh-oh. Danger, Will Robinson, danger! A cannoli on the loose. You said if you didn't use Marcella wine that you could use grape juice or vinegar. So, oh, my loose cannoli. It opened up. That was the one that was giving me a hard time. You guys doing okay in there? Okay, fry away. Okay, let's go. Let's make another one. Cannoli tubes. What do you think thought of this? Geez, let me get some dowels and let's wrap some dough around it. Aren't you guys? We're born at this age when people figured out what we could eat and what we couldn't eat, what's poison, what's not poison. Hey, where's Joe? Oh, he ate one of those berries down the road. He's dead. We're so lucky. Okay, we're gonna add the other dough, and so the trick is, I can see to make these really maybe even thinner. It's still a little warm. You want to break it? Come out, come out, come out, play. They still look a little thick. Then you got some gumbo on you now. Can't use you. Gotta wash you up. We should make some fritters or something, seeing I've got the hot oil going. Hey, Krispy Kreme donuts um once, and they turned out pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Turn over you. Play nice. I want to taste this one that's broken. Tastes like it needs filling. We will fill them. Let's roll it out. Again, using this paper bag is going to cut down on my cleanup. And Simply was here. I said, yeah, the maid hasn't been here in 67 years. She goes, she'll be here in 5 more years. I said, oh, goody. You're funny. You're a funny guy. It's so good to see him. Boy, that would have been something if he had gotten the world record at Games Done Quick. I'm gonna roll these out thinner. I kind of like paper. I watched that Jennifer Lopez movie with Owen. Owen, is it Owen Wilson? Marry Me? A chick flick for sure. But ooh, it's cute. Yeah, very lighthearted. Okay. You want to stay in a little longer? Get your bath? You want to come out and play? These aren't as bubbly as I thought they would look. You know how they look like they have a real bad complexion? A good cannoli? All right, everybody. Chill. But that was pretty good. You guys see any good movies lately? What was your first "when I grow up I want to be" moments? And what did you want to what to be and what did I Wow, that's a good question. Still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I still don't know. Um, what did I want to be? They've changed. An artist. My mom was an artist, and I wanted to be, but I'm nowhere near as good as I can sketch and do some drawing, but I'm nowhere as I don't have the talent that she. I got class artists, and when the scene they do the poll. What did I get in my senior year? When they do the poll, I got most musical, most dramatic, and class artist. Um, but my brother's a much better artist. I'm not. What did I want to be? I wanted to design wedding gowns. I would draw page after page after page of wedding gowns. And then um, I had heard that, that the fashion schools were in New York City, and I just didn't have the balls. I was at a small farm in Western New York, and I didn't have the ball. I would now. I would now. If I could do a do over, if I could do a do over, what I would be is either I would like to do radio. I've been on the radio before and I like that. I like radio. I think a helicopter pilot or a meteorologist. Probably do over. Hello there. Who else we got here? What am I making? Just Max, I'm making cannolis. What do you want to be? Tickle boy. What do you want to be? What you guys, what did you all when you were little, what did you dream of being? I didn't I loved acting like having roles in the musicals and the plays and things like that. But I don't think I could have handled all the rejections or the casting couch or the rejections from the casting couch. Pilot, 100%, yeah. Yeah, I had my private pilot's license in my later 20s. I was a private pilot. I flew the little bitty planes. But that's when it's like if I could go back, if I was in my 30s, I would absolutely go get my helicopter license without a doubt. So I think you gotta let's get some new ones. You wanted to be a singer, but you went into HR. Let's go do karaoke. I love to sing. Never had plans when you were a kid, really? We grew up across the street from an airport, so we always seen the planes, and they just seemed like so much fun. I remember our dentist flew, and he took us up for a plane ride, and I had a jar, and my father said, "What are you gonna do with that jar?" I said, "Well, when I go in the airplane, I'm going to grab a cloud so I can bring it to school and show everybody." My father said, "No, it doesn't work that way. You can't grab a cloud." But that was my that's what I was going to do was grab a cloud. Why are you doing good? Okay. Between a firefighter and a hairdresser. Wow, now that's quite a mix. Firefighter. Just live, no plans at all. Never had any plans since a kid. I was going to right out of nursing school. I was going to join the service because MASH was, the MASH TV show was on, and I was going to go in the service with my one of the girls I went to school with, and so we had to take the test to go into the service. You make you take like a to see what you're good at. And we were going to go in for nursing and then be stationed. Like we were going to be stationed in El Paso was the deal, and she didn't pass. And because she didn't pass, I said, "Well, I'm not going in alone." I wanted to be like a mash nurse. I wanted to be out in the field, and that didn't happen. It's funny where life takes you, the different roads that you go down, and all of a sudden you're on a different road. Um, and I wanted to be I wanted to be an art teacher, and my mom said, "Well, they only hire one at a school." Well, now I know that one would have been me. But when you're little, I just didn't have the confidence that I have now. I grew. I got more and more confident as I grew. And oh, another one what rogue on me. Another one slipped. It fell out of the bin. Who do we have coming in? Who's coming in now? Hello there. Hey, HK Draws. Thank you so much. And you guys are ready. Move over. We got some new folks. Hey, how was your stream? HK, how was your stream? Did you have fun? We're making cannolis. Thank you so very much for your rain. Everybody move over. We got some new folks. Yeah, we're just talking about a little bit of everything, being kids and what we wanted to do when we grew up. And I had the opportunity at 16 they were looking for girls that wanted to be nurses aides, volunteer nurses aides. And so I went, my mom thought it would be a good idea. And I said, okay. And so that changed my course. I went into nursing from that because it was very cool. So here's one, as thin as they are. Look how puffy they come out. Let's see if it's even crisper now. Some of it is crisp. Oh, I get it. Now, duh. You squeeze these tubes to get them out. They got like see this line? You can squeeze them to make them smaller. Yeah, I'm a quick learner. Not. I would think helicopters, though. I mean, when I went up in my first helicopter, I went, "Oh man, is this fun?" I should have pursued it then, but you know what? Flying was very expensive. A lot of fun. We once, a bunch of the pilots, we were all pretty young, chartered some planes and we went to Atlantic City. It was fun. It was fun. We had great parties. Great parties. Fun times. Fun times for sure. You know what? I'm going to do this. That's the way to do them. That's the way to do it. I'm learning. Yes, come on in. Click Mitch. Can you have a cannoli? You sure can. Cutting the dough reminds me of the time when my mom made Christmas cookies. I make, you know what? Childhood memories. My mom would make cookies. My grandmother. We lived in a big old farmhouse, and my grandparents were on one side, and my mom was on the other. And my grandma would make sometimes her cookies would be so good, then sometimes they would be not so good. Oh, I hear Simp Dan. He knows I'm making cannolis. And good times growing up. Christmas cookies. I make so many. This is kind of fun though. One's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to just put a little more of this glue on here. And away we go. Oh man, now I got it. Yeah. Hey, how's you doing? How's you hit him?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah?
You won.
You won?
Yeah, what do you got?
He won. He was victorious. This one fell off its little roller. They don't spin around evenly. You know, like when you're making donuts or fritters, it's like they flip over. These aren't flipping over. Look at my cannolis, love.
I like looking at you.
He likes looking at my I like looking at your cannolis.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
are you done?
They're not cool yet.
Okay. Hey everybody. Hope
But
everybody's
when
got
they
a chat.
when they get cool,
If you're drinking more than wine, that you're putting
man, I tell you, there's a lot of alcohol in that wine. I get a sip of it and it's like,
very sweet.
it's a little too sweet for my taste. But yeah, first time cannoli maker. You married a cannoli maker. How about that?
Well,
Did you see that coming?
couldn't have called it.
There's a lovely caramel drizzle on there. Oh, I love caramel. Hello there, Emmy Bear. Emmy Bear. She says hi, especially to you.
Hello everybody.
Emmy Bear.
Hi Amy Bear. Hope you're well.
Emmy Bear had a unique request when she won a gift. And
We had to try it first.
you had to what?
Try to see if you can do it.
Oh yeah. Look at this.
Nice. It's a cannoli thing.
The cannoli holder.
I'm good.
You're gonna be oh really? All right. Um you would be amazed how thin that these have to be rolled out
How long are you going?
till the cannolis are done. So you taste one. Are you gonna taste one, my love?
No, for how long?
If you can come over here and feel one, if you feel one that's cool to the touch, I can fill it for you.
Slightly warm is all.
I think you want
They're just slightly warm. Any one of those should work.
You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, watch out for this cord, love. This is hot oil. Oh, ooh, this
Sure.
one's having a.
Why don't I give you a minute and then I'll be back. And then maybe you'll cooler.
All right. He wants his cannoli cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a pastry bag. And oh, that's very cool. That you squeeze these and then you take them out. What do you think, Nella? You want a cannoli too? If you want one, that means the little guy wants one too. Just don't come by the cord, you guys. That's, that's hot and that's still hot. You know, I don't want to give you sugar, little guy. I don't want to step in poop again tonight. Um, oh man, you guys don't come around here. I don't want you to come by the cord. Hmm? Ooh, I see a brown one. These are easier than I thought. Oh, that looks like a good one. It's got all the warts on it, things. Let me get a pastry bake out. And you could use sandwich bags or the storage bags. I'm sure you could get away with using those. Yeah, this one looks really good. And that's the ticket right there. This one rolled away. All right, let me get out the cream. So they're supposed to be cannolis are supposed to be served cold. So I am going to fill up the pastry bake, and we'll see what. And you know what? If this one isn't as good, I want to try another because this is kind of fun. Cannoli cream, yum. Got a dog over here. Nella's licking her chops. Actually, I did give her a little cannoli cream, so she knows. Mm. Mm, that's good. I think I put on 6 pounds making cannolis. It's okay. You get to this age, and you know that Sports Illustrated isn't going to call you anytime soon to put on a thong and pose for a picture. You're pretty safe at this age. Pretty safe. What is it that you want? I'm going to get this one off. Okay. And I think I got time for or room for one more. One more. Get a cannoli shell. So I figured out by putting this on first, duh, it's a lot easier to roll it. By putting this on the edge, right there, my little glue, and then just rolling it, it seals it perfectly. In you go. Yeah, that's good. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in the freezer to get it even colder. I just think that'll like it even colder. Well, she's up changing. And let's see if I can get the hounds to do a. I don't like you guys over here. Oh my God. Let's see. You guys remember my hounds? Come over here. This is Nella. Best dog in the whole world. And Teddy jump. Nella up. Come on, come on. Easy as you can. Easy as you can. It's all good. And here's Teddy bedwetting. Oh my God, you're so big. Here's Tedmo. You want one too? You want one? Yeah, I'll give you one. And Teddy knows stay. He knows come. He knows sit. He knows jump. Jump up. Come up. Well, I got you. Okay, here, Nelly. You can get another one. Go side. Go side. Go side. My gloves off. Now that I've been handling hounds. All right, so Cynthia's going to take one for the team. Let me wash my hands. Hands get all sweaty and gloves and icky. I'm glad you're home early. All right, so let's see which one. Which one do you think you want, my love?
I got a crispy one.
Crispy one. Let's see if I can find the crispiest one.
What do you think?
This one?
In the middle one.
This one?
Yeah.
That's still warm.
Well, then pick
Here's
it.
one. Here's one that isn't. Okay. All right, here we go.
I need to cleanse my palate.
Cleanse your palate. Where's the tequila? Okay, so I'm going to cut a hole. Whoa. I got some cream on the outside.
A little messy.
It's a little messy. Whoa. Who do we have? Wow, thank you very much, AK, for gifting us up. Thank you so much. He's going in for it. I got him.
Feelings pretty good.
All right, Cynthia, what's the verdict? First try.
They're good. I wouldn't say they're great. The crust is really good.
Yeah.
It just needs like a little more flavor, to it. It's kind of a little bland.
Yeah.
A little vanilla or Anison or.
Well, they wanted to put chocolate chips on them.
No.
We don't like chocolate chips.
The cream is good, but it could use like a little something too. But all in all, I think it's really good, solid B plus.
B plus.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're good. I think you're right. I think that they just both recipes called for to use chocolate chips or pistachios, and Cynthia and I don't like either more, so I should have taken that in consideration and added more flavor. Mmm. Those cannolis are supposed to be mild. I think this is pretty good. I would not turn this away.
No.
It's good.
They won't throw it against the wall.
I wouldn't throw it against the wall. Mm. I wish the cannoli was just a little crisper.
Crispy is a lot dense, but it should be.
Like 4 minutes. All right.
Some wait.
Hmm?
1 minute wait.
Uh-huh.
And go with it.
Uh-huh.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I think it does. It does need. It does need something. I think with chocolate, if you were a chocolate chip lover, I think these would have been fabulous. I'm going to chill this a little bit longer. Plus, that's another thing where it is that they said to chill the filling a little longer so it gets a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very fresh tasting though, don't you think?
Yeah.
I got a pancake here. So I am. So these really weren't that hard. You know what? I think I would roll them even thinner, much thinner, and they'd be paper.
The filling is almost whipped cream like.
Yes. Well, this is one recipe, but I'd be willing to try it again without the whipped cream because I think you and I kind of like our cheese a little dense, and this is kind of a creamy light.
More like a Danish kind of cream.
Yeah, it's kind of This is like a Danish cream. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I like it.
Yeah.
Oops. See, you guys, it's smashed. Hmm. That's good. All right, let's give a gift away. Um, Sip Dan, while you're here, let's pick a number. Don't say what it is. Pick a number between 1 and 100, and I'll write it down. So what is Simp Dad thinking?
Yeah.
No, you got people going to chime in. Here, write it down.
Oh, you're going the number?
I am oohing the number. Okay, for the next gift, between 1 and 100, Simp Dad wrote down a number, and you could win it. Not seeing it yet. Not yet. Keep them coming. Keep your guesses coming.
You didn't say whole number.
I said number. Nope, not yet. Come on, you guys. Oh, people are getting close. People are getting close. Mm-hmm. Oh, real close. Between 1 and 100. Oh, really super close. Not yet. It is an odd number. I'll give you a clue. It's an odd number.
What are you doing? What are you doing? It is butter.
It's over 50. It's over 60. Yep, there we go. Loser Pro, you got it. 87. Yay! Loser Pro. Yahoo! Are you in the States? Loser Pro. Have you won before? You know, I've given so many gifts away that I don't remember a lot of you, and I apologize. Good job. You're in the States. You've not won. Oh, good deal. So you could win a Simply hat. You could win. Now, let me just clear this really quick. This is a mess here. Hold the boat. Hold the boat. Awesome. So making cannolis. You know what? I need to fill one and take a picture of it. But you know what? I would absolutely try a different recipe. I'm not they're good, but they're not great. I think you hit it right on the head. A little bit more flavor. Just a little tad more flavor. One of them called to put cinnamon in the cream, and I didn't think that would be a good idea.
No, it's more like a
Yeah, this is more like a pastry cream, but that's why I chose it because this woman said she was a cannoli lover, and that she figured out once she put whipped cream to it, it would be really really good. And I think I would like just the
Oh,
thickness
so that
of
is a
it.
whipped cream then.
It is whipped cream. Yes, your palate was spot on. Okay, Loser Pro. Ever made homemade marshmallows? If so, what's the secret to making? Well, no, but we can do that. We could try making marshmallows. Wow. Wow. Oh, so let me show you what we have, Loser Pro. I've got a couple of these nuts hats. Any of you guys follow Simply, you know that they've said that. And I actually have two hats here. One has got the nuts a little darker. Then I switched it. And my next hats, thanks to Mom Stangle, will have a dark nut and a light nut. I think it's great. You could also get this one that Simply wore on stream. Denim D's Nuts hats. I have black Simply hats. I have tote bags. I have beach towels, hand towels, tea towels.
Cannolis.
I have cannolis. That's right. I have aprons. And I have what's that?
Well, they'd be stale cannoli.
Oh. I have one Stemheads Unite hat. It's kind of a cheap hat, but it's a fun hat. And I have these tea towels. So if you're thinking of like a gift for somebody, look at that. So and I can design you something special. I have more clothing down in Arizona. I don't have a lot of clothing here. I hardly any at all. Hardly any at all. I am going to give away, I have a sweatshirt that I made that I'm going to give away on Saturday. So Saturday, you want to win a prize? Write down your most memorable evening. Was it best dinner you ever had? Was it the worst dinner you ever had? Did you end up wearing it? You know, what were the circumstances? So send your best night in and we'll vote on it and best story will win. You love the Felice Naughty Dog. I know I do too, Sarah. I made a whole bunch of those. So those are up for grabs too. So not as sweet as store brands. You know what? I mean, I think the store brand marshmallows are terrible. I would be up for trying to make marshmallows. I would do that. So what you can do, Loser Pro, is please whisper me your email. I'll reach out to you. I'll tell you what I have, and then maybe we could even design something special. Some folks have sent pictures of their dogs or their cats, their favorite hobbies, their favorite animal, and I'd see what I can do because I can turn a lot of things into stitches with my digitizing, and I can draw too. So yeah. Ooh, look at that! You got that eye guy. Where's that eye guy? Hold on. The eye guy. This guy. You're out of bed now? Hey, Dandos, how you doing? And no name Dragon. Wow. I like Shenanigans. That's a good name. Shenanigans. I love that. So, you like the denim one? That's yours. Simply wore that. So you got his DNA on there. He wore it during the stream for a little bit. Oh, you got it, Loser Pro. So if you want to just whisper me your full name and your name and full address, you can do that, and then I can get this sent out to you. Yeah. So one more gift, and then we're going to call it for tonight. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. It's just a short 2-hour stream. Saturday. Send your stories into simpmom at Gmail. Simpmom at Gmail. Send your stories in and you might be able to win. I mean, did you have just an incredible dinner? Was it like the best thing ever? Was it the worst thing ever? And let's hear about your most memorable night out. And it could be you went to the movies and with popcorn guy. No, we're not going down there. What stories? Dandos, we're gonna have adult story night on Saturday night. So what it's gonna be is it's about like the best meal you ever had. What were the circumstances? I mean, it's got to be now. I mean, not like hey, I had prime rib here and it was great, but I had, something that happened with it, an occasion, just something that made the night so uneventful or so eventful. And Larry, do you remember when that guy spilled that hot juice all over me? I was telling him that we didn't even get a free dinner on that.
No, it's tired.
You were toasty that night. We,
I
yeah.
have a fight in me.
Yeah, I mean, now today it would have been something else. But I mean, if you guys these year-round at an expensive dinner, and I got grease all down the back of me plus burn. But anyways, so his DNA. So anything. Hey, Dandos, send it in. Write it. Send it in for Saturday night, and you could win a prize. So, uh, just an eventful evening out. Good dinner, bad dinner. What were the circumstances? And let's see what we got. All right. I mean, it just yeah. And I also was telling him how when we went to Sundance, remember how good the food was at Sundance? At Robert Redford, wasn't that like that was? Would you consider that like one of your top places to eat of all the places you've eaten?
Yeah, yeah, they have a little bit of an unusual menu. But remember they had those biscuits,
Yes.
the bread there with the.
Yeah, outstanding food. Email Simpmom, Simpmom. Then again, Simpmom at Gmail. So just Simpmom twice, not Simpmom twice, but Simpmom at Gmail, and send your story. So that's a tweet from a big streamer. Oh, really, Dan does? Okay. All right. And so I'm going to be making some more gifts that you could win too. Some different stuff. If you could think of something, remember I got 100 of these pink hats. You know, what would be good on? Think about it. Put your thinking hats on so I can put something on those hats. We got so many of them and they're wonderful hats. They're these. They're really red and white, but they look pink from far away. See,
Oh, Wendy's.
Wendy's, like the burger place.
Well, that's what they look like. Wendy's hats. Sort of.
Really?
So I don't know.
All right.
I'm not a Wendy's expert.
You're not everybody's expert. All right, let's do it again. No, I did not koala bear, but I think that the chocolate chips. Simp and I are really big chocolate chip cannoli people, but I do think that that would have made a difference with these. Don't you think? Because they're a little on the bland side. They taste very fresh, but a little bland. And I think the next time I am going to try them again, but I think what I'm going to do is omit the whipped cream and just do the ricotta cheese and the vanilla and the sugar to make them thicker because we kind of like the dense filling. This is kind of fluffy. This is like pastry cream. It's like a crown of nuts would be iconic. Ooh, Dark Knight. Yeah. Okay, let's bring up the ball and let's see. Hey, mods, do we have anybody streaming that we can raid? Do we have anybody? Well, we got everybody streaming today. All week long, nobody's been out there, and today everybody is. Is Nudies on? What Nudies isn't? Simply's on. We could raid Simply. All right. No loaders. Okay. So let's. He looks great. He got a haircut. He looks outstanding. All right. Let's do it, you guys. Got to be in it to win it. It doesn't matter how many times you won. Let's go. Let's go. Exclamation point. The number 8, the word enter, then push enter. Yep, like Koala Bear. Follow his lead. And you could win. You sent me an amazing story. Good deal. Good deal. Everybody chime in, and you could win a prize. You could win a prize. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, the couple is in here. The future newlyweds. We have 2 sets of future newlyweds in here. Russ, the big bus. Love it. Love it. Come on, lurkers. Hello there. Mess my pants. Have you been flying the helicopter more? I am so jealous. I am so jealous. Come over here and I'll throw cannolis up to you and see if you can catch them from the helicopter. Hey, Russ, we're just finishing up. We made cannolis. And um, I'm not, I'm kind of wishing they were just a little more crispy, I think, and a little thinner. Larry, I rolled these out paper thin, and I still think they're a little too thick.
Yeah, they could be a little thinner.
Yeah,
A lot of things the cannoli ones are a little heavier.
yeah. I think it's a B, but not an A. Ooh, I should have fried them longer. Taste this. That's better, aren't they? I should have fried them longer. Oh well. Cannoli, that sounds so good. Yeah. You're in the simulator today and tomorrow? Good deal. Good for you. And thank you for your service. Mess My Pants is flying helicopters for us. He's in the service. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you for taking care of us. You have your engaged anniversary. Really? Ooh. We want to come. We all want to come. Okay. Let's see who's going to win the last gift of the night. Hold on. Cross your fingers, nose, toes, eyes. Cross your eyes. Everybody cross your eyes. Here we go. Who do we have? Ricketts. Ricketts, come to the front of the class. Ricketts. Ricketts. Are you in here? You got to be here to win. Did you sneak out? There you are. Hello. What would you like? Do you know what you like, or you want me to send you an email and I'll tell you what I got? How's that sound? Thank you. Congratulations, Ricketts. Congratulations. Yay. Are you in the States or you across the pond? Where are you? Yay. You know what? These dark ones are considerably better than the light ones. I know it wasn't. I wish I could fry them back and fry them up again. Any of the hats would also. Okay. Send me your email, or if you want like a D's nuts hat or simply hat, tell me what you want. Um, and I'll need your name and address. Yay! All right. Okay. So Saturday night story night, most memorable evening. Something with food in it. I mean, did you get a pizza pie delivered and it was upside down? Just something comical, funny, happy, sad. Yay! Okay. Want to remind you that your glass is half full, it's not half empty. It's about perspective and the way that you see things, right? And you might forget what they said, but you'll never forget the way that they made you feel, right? Words hurt. Words can uplift us, and words can hurt us, you know? And you guys treat people the way that you want to be treated. That's what this country needs a little more of, right? Especially now, right? And kindness is free. I want you to sprinkle that shit everywhere you go. And let's raid simply and say love from mama. All right? Go ahead and tell him love from mama. I don't think I've ever rated him before. Let's go raid simply. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Why is that not doing anything? It's not doing anything. Hold on. Hold the boat. Hold the boat. Love you guys. And I'll see you Saturday night, 8 o'clock Central Time. Saturday night. You guys, remember, kindness is free. Sprinkle that shit every single where you go. Everywhere you go. All right? It isn't going to cost you anything. Except for seeing having a ball in your face. Here, I'll get rid of that ball. Love you. Love you guys.